Why, hello there, everybody. Hello. As always, am Hades Manticore, here to drop another channel update since it's been 6 months since I've made any content, and well, I feel like it's owned to all 46, 47 of you still there for whatever reason. It's kind of weird that I make channel updates when I only have 46 followers, but hey, y'all deserve to be informed. Doesn't matter if there's a billion, million, one of you, six of you. Gotta give your best, regardless the amount of people watching, you know what I mean? I'm basically just gonna be covering a lot of the same topics that I did in my last one, I'm pretty sure, since it's been a while, and, well, not much has changed. As well as I'm gonna go over some new ideas for stuff that'll hopefully be fun and enjoyable to do, and to be watched, you know. So that's where I've been the past, 6 months of not making content for my own channel. I've been in other podcasts and shit, but that's just... you know, that's easy. That's not technically my responsibility. I just have to show up, you know? But, work, obviously, it sucks. It's a shitty job that I work. I'd rather not go too into it, since it's a terrible one. But, I break my ass there for 8 hours, 9 hours a day, basically. And then I go home, and I feel like shit, so I just want to do nothing that whole time. Instead of actually, you know, doing any work on anything that matters in my life. That sounds depressing to say, but that's work, kids. It'll suck the soul right out of you, and then you'll wonder what the fuck you're doing with your life. There's also the peachy fact that my old PC, that I've been using for years and years and years, has finally kicked the bucket. So, you know, rip to my old obstinate bitch that has been around for, I want to say I had my old PC for, 10 years. 8 years, around there, some obscenely high number. Very good for a PC, you know. It just finally stopped booting, basically. Booting properly. It just kept shutting itself down after I turned it on. Not good. Anyway, had to get it replaced, obviously. Well, I'm working on recovering a lot of the old saves from those, since, you know, when a PC dies, I can just take the memory out and just, you know, parse through it, see what I can find. There's some series that I'll just basically, restart. I'm gonna see about recovering the saves for the more story-based games like Tooth and Tail and Banner Saga 3. But I think for the most part, my plans for a lot of my older series are to just either completely restart them, make a Rev 2, as it were. A Rev 2, Jesus. Or just play them in my off time, re-catch up to where I was, and then go from there. I think that's what I'm gonna do for a few of the other ones, but I'll go into that when I get more into the actual division of games and where they stand. I also had to completely adjust my schedule from work because they killed third shift at my fucking job, which sucked. I missed third shift. Now I have to work seconds, which makes me wanna die. God, second shift sucks, asshole. And then, as I've been trying to make videos on my new PC, I kept running into a strange problem where my computer would just basically lock up whenever I would try to render a video, and that was a problem I had to fix as well. It is fixed now. Obviously, you're watching this video, aren't you? So I basically hashed out most of my problems now, and I could finally get back into, you know, the business of making videos. Not really business, but just a hobby I do for fun on the side, you know? Funsies. Anyway, how I'm gonna divide games for these Let's Plays now is it's just gonna be high and low. High, low, and then Halloween and co-ops, which, you know, I'll explain it all in a sec. High priority, the games I'm going to be focusing hardcore, since, you know, I'm still interested in playing them, and I still want to beat them, you know? This category is Banner Saga 3. I mean, it's the end of the trilogy. I got to see it through. I love those games, and I hope for more in the future. I'm hoping, you know, if they ever make any more, they'll make it, but just, do it with, different cultures or something like that, you know? Make a Roman one, make a Japanese one, I don't know, fucking video games. Am I right? Number 2 would be Tooth and Tail. I think I'm actually decently close to beating it. I think I'm one campaign away from being done. 1 campaign and a half, looking at where my old videos were. I was on the green militaristic people whose names I can't quite remember right now. It's been a while since I've played it. Darkest Dungeon is going to be one of the ones, since it's just me doing the bosses and I didn't want to do a full playthrough, because I really do feel like that would be boring as fuck. Darkest Dungeon, I'm gonna re-chunk through to where I was. I think I was only 3 bosses deep, so it won't be too hard to get through, you know? And the same thing for Dark Souls. I'm so lazy with this Dark Souls shit. Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind. And I think I can expand the Dark Souls boss endurance stuff since there's lots of very, very similar games that are out now. You know, there's still 3 Dark Souls, but there's like a Neo. A Neo 2 is coming. There's Bloodborne, if I ever get around to that. And then there's like... Does Sekiro count? It's not very Soulsy. Sekiro is a very interesting, different game, you know? Maybe I'm crazy in thinking that, I don't know. And then this is The Police, which I've always thought was an interesting game, but, you know, I just fell off of playing it. Good game, though, from what I see so far. And now there's a 2, which apparently has, like... I think This is The Police 2 has, like, XCOM-style combat in it, which seems really interesting to me, but... You gotta beat the first one first. You can't just go to 2. That's illegal. And then at the bottom of the high priority is This War of Mine, which is a game I like, admittedly, but I don't know if I should just keep going with the normal version, because there's like a bunch of expansion packs for it now that I don't own. There's like a one with children in it, and there's like a bunch of other ones too. But I don't know, if you put children on me in this game, you're gonna see a lot of cruelty coming out of me. Well, they can't actually do any tasks or be useful in any way, so you know. Maybe I would make that one chick, Sveta, actually useful. I think her name was Sveta, at least. The loves children one, who has no other relevant skills, you know. On the low end of the spectrum, Psychonauts, I'm just bored with that game. I got bored with it and stopped playing. That's really all there is to say. Maybe I'll get back to it someday. I don't know. Card Hunter and ESL are both, like, cardy games I just started playing for fun, and because I wanted to see what ESL was like, since, well, card games were all the rage back then, you know. Hearthstone was successful. Clearly everybody can replicate that success. But, yeah, they're boring-ass card games. Not much else to say. I'll play them when I play them, I guess would be the proper way to say that. Stick of Truth's just really old at this point, and I don't know. I'm sure it's great, but, you know, I'll get back to it 20 years from now.
The next one on my lower side of the spectrum would be The Pit People, but I've come to find lately that it actually is completely finished. I thought it was still in early access, if I'm being totally honest, which kind of put me off from playing it again. But it's actually 100% done now, so I probably will go back to it soon, or at some point. I don't know.
And at the bottom would be Valkyria Chronicles, which is a good game, but it's just... missions start taking so long, or maybe they just take long because I'm like, whenever I play a strategy game like Valkyria Chronicles or XCOM, it's just like, it's a game of inches for me, because I'm trying really hard not to get anybody killed, and I like a lot of the anime-ass characters in fucking Valkyria Chronicles, especially Wendy. Wendy Cheslock is probably my favorite character. Couldn't tell you why. Love that girl, but I'll get back to it someday, I promise. It's a laser focus on trying to beat shit I really want to play at the moment. And for Halloween, there's The Suffering and Eternal Darkness. The Suffering, I actually have a decent chance of beating now, since 1, I don't have to emulate it, and 2, I don't have to work off of a shitty PC copy that I illegally downloaded. Don't tell the cops. Because The Suffering, thanks to Good Old Games, is now on Good Old Games. Suffering and its sequel, The Suffering Ties That Bind, which I have both of. Maybe I'll finally play Ties That Bind at a point in my life. Eternal Darkness really just is a thing of emulation at this point, though, since 1, I don't know where my hard disk copy went, and I'm really pissed off about it. And I'm going to try to find it. Probably is gone forever, though. And, well, emulation isn't the most reliable of things. I'll see where Eternal Darkness, like, functions now as a result of, you know, advancements in Dolphin. Advancements in Dolphin, Jesus. I'm, like, just stumbling over myself like a fucking monkey. But I'll see how well it emulates and see if I can finish it up without too much hassle, you know? And then in co-ops, you know, I have side-scrolling beat-em-ups with my boy Cade. I don't even know if that was a dedicated series, but that's just generally what I play with him for some reason. I have a few of those in reserves since I edited them, and I just, like, never bothered uploading them for some reason. But I'll have those out soon. Yo, get ready for some Capcom beat-em-up bundle action. It'll be a lot of fun to watch, I'm sure. And then Alien Colonial Marines, which I started 20 years ago, and we never bothered finishing, with Matt, my boy. That'll happen when it happens, you know, because it's being an adult is like, you have no time for anything anymore. You gotta sit down and try to hash shit out with your best friends. It's awful. And as for new stuff, I have no idea if I discussed new stuff in my last one. I'm not watching that video again. I can't watch my old videos. They all suck anyway. Fucking... There's ladder match, which is just going to be arcade game ladders, or arcade fighting game ladders. Why would I talk about anything else? I only care about fighting games. We all know this. Fighting game ladders in pretty much every fighting game I can find. And it'll be a lot of fun. Just play weird old shit that I don't know about to try to learn it.
I also always have a lot of plans to do, like, fighting game related stuff. Like, I have a glut of backlogged footage from various fighting games at various points of a game's patching cycle. But I just never bother cutting it together or uploading it, so I'm going to try my absolute damnedest, starting with this video, since it's using Mortal Kombat 11 footage, obviously, to actually put out some fucking fighting game content, since fighting games are my jam, and I love them. And I couldn't imagine playing anything else, that's for certain.
Total War Generations, which I want to start just doing campaigns in Total War games, probably starting with the first Rome. Can you even get Medieval 1 and Shogun 1 anywhere? I'm not entirely sure. Creative Assembly has a launcher. I could probably find out. And it would also work as a hype because Three Kingdoms is out in like 5 days, I think. It's gonna be an interesting game, that's for sure. And there's the games I hate, which is gonna be a terrible series where I play games I don't like to see if they've gotten any better or if I was just in a poor state of mind when I played them. I already have one brick of footage recorded for that, and it went very badly. So we'll see how that goes. I think it'll be interesting, at least, you know. And I think the only other like PC game that's on my horizon right now is Warcraft 3 Reforged, and I kind of wanna do a playthrough of the OG Warcraft 3 campaign, just to, like, you know, be able to compare it, see what's different, see what's changed outside of like graphics and voice acting, which I don't know if I'm going to like a lot of the VA changes, because there's already some voices I don't like in the World of Warcraft stuff, you know, like, I've never really liked Liam O'Brien as Illidan Stormrage. I've vastly prefer the Matthew Yang King version from Warcraft 3, but it's Warcraft 3, it'll be good regardless, I'm sure. But looking at Blizzard's track record right now, not much else to say there, to be honest. But, yeah, in closing, I'm just gonna try to actually be competent with my channel for once, not just die for 6 months and then, you know, start uploading again with an apology video, basically. But, yeah, thanks so much for watching, if you're still around, or observing this channel. I am Hades Manticore. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.